I like Hazbin will tell a lot, but I have one major piece of criticism that I'm desperately hoping isn't going to be a problem in future seasons. And that criticism is that the 8-episode format per season is very clearly not enough for them to do all the things that they're trying to do. I don't think this problem was as bad in season 1, but with season 2 adding these new characters, these new dynamics between characters, and with the plot expanding, it just feels like they're kind of forced to rush things through. Take Baxter, for example. I like his character, I really like his dynamic with Nifty, but it feels like besides a few moments of that, we didn't get much of him this season. And because of that, it kind of felt like in the finale, they had to rush the explanation as to how he went from uncaring, cold-hearted mad scientist to a happy member of the team. Or what about Abel, a character that I was really interested in learning about? Also, very importantly, voiced by Patrick Stump from Fallout Boy. He didn't really get to do much for episodes 1 through 7. And don't get me wrong, I loved his song and character moment in episode 8. It was great, I just wish it wasn't the only real defining moment for him in the entire season. And a complaint that's pretty common in the fandom is that we didn't really get to see much of the day-to-day operations of the hotel. And that makes sense with this season considering there's a war with hell on the horizon. They only had 8 episodes, so they really had to use their time wisely. But you know, if they had more episodes per season, they could have probably given a couple episodes to focus on this. Also, I'm a big defender of well-done filler episodes because they give you a chance to explore the characters without having the main plot line constantly weighing over them the entire time. I really feel like the season desperately could have used a couple of extra episodes just to have a little side plot going on, to explore some character dynamics, and also from what I've heard, there's been instances of the creators saying that there were things they wanted to do this season that kind of had to get sidelined for the sake of time, which is crazy to me because from what I understand, this show is doing numbers. I've never really been a fan of the streaming model where shows get like 6 to 8 episodes every 2 years, and while I like the season a lot, the downsides of this model were really apparent this time. I really hope that they get a little more time to play around in future seasons. Otherwise, I worry that the show will never hit its peak potential. At the very least, could we get a special episode in between seasons? I think it would be nice to have something like that to just focus on the characters themselves without having to worry about the overarching plot. Honestly, I'm not even greedy. I'd settle for like 10 episodes a season if that's all we can get. But let me know what you think.